Good morning. Happy Monday. During all the hullabaloo over the James Freeman arrest, I think a much better arrest has been lost under the radar, and that's the Jeff Gray honor your oath arrest. He was in Alabama filming. He was on the sidewalk, apparently at a corner at an intersection, on the sidewalk, minding his own goddamn business, filming emergency vehicles running the stop sign. He was approached by a hospital worker because he was near a hospital. He wasn't on hospital property. It's firmly established he was never on hospital property. And the hospital was concerned, or at least this person from the hospital was concerned. He basically told the person from the hospital to beat feet. And next thing you know, there is a cop rolling out there. Now, the cop demands of Jeff Gray his identification. Alabama is a stop and ID state. However, it does require reasonable suspicion, which means that there have to be articulable facts from which a reasonable person can connect the dots to see that crime either is afoot, is being committed, was being committed, or is about to be committed. And the about to be committed is temporally connected, as in, oh, this dude's right about to rob this store. Not this dude's planning on somehow in the future committing a crime. Theoretically, maybe. I mean, it could be in the planning stages. We don't know. Has to be temporally close. That means close in time. So cop rolls up, demands his ID. Cop says, and this is important, cop says that I know you're just a frauditor, even used the word frauditor, which shows that he's very closely connected to the community and watches these videos. Not mine necessarily, but other probably cop hater videos, or frauditor hater videos, excuse me. I love how this community is so deeply fractured into people who hate auditors and people who hate cops, neither of which realize that there are good people in both camps, and there are bad people in both camps. And God damn it, why don't you all take the fucking blinders off and stop being so goddamn tribalistic and call out the bad on your side? Fucking losers. Anyway, my apologies. So the cop says all these things about he knows exactly what Jeff Gray is doing. Then he goes and proceeds to demand Jeff Gray's social security number, ID, driver's license, where he's staying, etc. And Jeff Gray caves. Now you're going to say, why did Jeff Gray cave? Well, because here's the fun thing. You know how I'm always telling you that cops can lie, cops can lie, cops can lie? They can. Nothing that the cop says can be used against the state when it's you up on the stand. However, when it's the cop up on the stand in a 1983 lawsuit, every last word that motherfucker said can be used against him. Every last word. Hey, Mr. Cop, did you know that Jeff Gray was just filming in public? Well, yes, you fucking did. You even said it. Did you know that Jeff Gray's purpose was to get a lawsuit? Well, yes, you did. You even fucking said it. Were you lying then or are you lying now, Mr. Cop? If you're false in uno, false in omnibus. And I fucked that Latin up as much as you possibly could. Falso in uno, falsus in omnibus? Or something along those lines. Anyway, you get it. You're a fucking liar. You're a dirty fucking liar. Now, pay the man his money now. I'm probably missing key points here because I'm getting all excited and all wound up. So, cop demands it. Jeff Gray gives it to him, and that's not good. Jeff Gray said that there was that now the cop knows, and now the cop has lost his qualified immunity. The cop lost his qualified immunity about filming the police in public back when Smith v. City of Cumming was decided. Alabama's 11th Circuit. 11th Circuit has had the right to film the police in the performance of their duties in public, clearly established, I think since the 90s. I could be wrong on that. But it's whether or not the right is clearly established, not whether or not the cop knows about it. That is the important thing. And the cops can have a long road to hoe. He's going to have a long road to hoe trying to say that he had reasonable suspicion, because the only articulable facts he had was that Jeff Gray is standing on a street corner filming in public. Oh, and he's near a hospital, so theoretically, maybe he could be trying to stalk people there. If you actually look up the requirements for stalking in Alabama, it requires repeated following and things like that. He's just standing there, so no, there is no stalking. It was about the dumbest goddamn thing. Oh, if somebody's car gets broken into, I'm going to contact you, because we all know that people who are about to break into cars stand on street corners, obviously filming. Anyway, it's terrible for the cop. I hope Jeff Gray sues the shit out of him. I don't think Jeff Gray himself is entitled to a lot of damages, at least not under 1983. I don't know about any state claims he may have. But under 1983, he's probably only entitled to nominal damages. However, attorney's fees, the attorney fees that he racks up, he's probably entitled to compensation for. So that would be interesting. That would be fun. I hope Jeff Gray balls up and sues the shit out of that cop, because every last word that cop said can be used against him and should be used against him. Thanks for watching. Quit being tribalistic. Have a great day.